I already know, it feels like it's been a lifetime, but we are back. Gege is back to health and has blessed us with another chapter of JJK. Well, we are getting chapter 262, part 2. That's right, it's a little bit of a shorter chapter to come back to from such a long break, but let's get right into it. To start off, Gege gives us a really solemn page of Yuta's body with Rika, something that I think is going to come into play later. But from there, Gege gives us some really great action shots of Yuta and Sukuna fighting, and we learn that Yuta cannot use any other curse technique other than Limitless currently. He also makes the observation that since losing an arm, Sukuna hasn't used his world-cutting slashes, deducing that Sukuna can only counter with domain amplification. The fight continues and we see Yuta kind of awkwardly struggling to get used to Gojo's body, stating that his limbs are way too long and basically he's in control, but it's all new and he's having a real hard time adjusting. I also want to point out that Gege is really going hard with the facial expressions. In this chapter, there are some of the cleanest expressions I've seen Gege draw in a while, and it's really cool to see Yuta's personality shine through Gojo's body, if that makes sense, without sounding too weird. During the fight, Yuta realizes that one swap just wasn't enough to master everything he needed to do, as he makes the connection for why having the 6 eyes is so important to Gojo's techniques. We get a tiny flashback of Yuta remembering Gojo saying he's the strongest, but Sukuna takes advantage of this and just absolutely lands the heat on his face, launching him, telling Yuta he doesn't have time to daydream. Real quick guys, I just wanted to say if you are enjoying this video or if you like any of my content, feel free to like and subscribe. We are trying to grow this channel and every little bit helps. Thank you. We learned that Kenjaku had already given Sukuna the breakdown of Yuta's copy technique, and he thinks the requirement of copy is most likely Rika consuming some body part of whoever they are trying to copy. Then Sukuna wonders if Yuta is able to use previously copied abilities. Most likely because he, like many of you, didn't watch my last breakdown video of Yuta's curse technique. Anyways, feel free to click that, it's a great video, I put a lot of effort into it, but back to the chapter. He then realizes that Yuta is only capable of using Limitless at this very moment. As Sukuna is swirling with all these different ideas and thoughts in his head, he slowly comes to the realization of what Yuta is aiming for as he remembers Gojo's hollow purple. We get a tiny little flashback of Gojo scolding Yuta on his curse energy being too inconsistent, but of course Maki goes to bat for him, saying that Gojo is just way too strict. Sukuna ain't having any of that though, and as Yuta begins his chants, Sukuna is already all up in his grill, just hammering into him, sending him flying again. Sukuna is locked in and won't allow Yuta to use hollow purple at all. But that isn't enough to stop Yuta, because he finally brings the heat and uses blue to summon a voice recorder. As it flies by Sukuna, Inumaki screams, "Don't move, holy shit." Yes, there are like 3 Inumaki stands and I am probably 2 of them all by myself. I knew my boy was gonna come back. Sukuna is frozen in place and Yuta finishes his chant as hollow purple is ready to fire at any moment. End of chapter. I am all about the return of Inumaki, or at least my dude coming in clutch. Thank you again, Gege, for remembering even your littlest of heroes. What a great chapter. I am not going to lie though, because the break was so colossal and long, I was expecting a little bit more, but if you take the break out of the equation, this is definitely another banger. Gege really is out here just on another level. They seem to be back to normal health and we won't be having any break next week. So yeah, what do you guys think of these spoilers? Were you surprised to see Inumaki come into play? When do you think Rika is gonna jump in, because she has to be waiting for something? Gege wouldn't keep reminding us she's there for nothing. Anyways, let me know down below and I will see you next time. Bye.